Hello, everyone. Welcome to week 3 of Field. I hope your field placements are going well. I hope that you guys are learning new strategies and have been learning about some difficult situations, being able to persevere through those. So I really look forward to having another field discussion this week. We had our first one this past Wednesday at 7 p.m. where 2 students attended, and I really enjoyed getting a chance to know you both and seeing how placements are going and sharing those deep thoughts and feelings that sometimes we get as we share a new experience in field. So going forward, I look forward to meeting with you guys again this upcoming Wednesday at 7 p.m. So if you would like to attend the live field discussion, please RSVP by this Tuesday at midnight. So that way I know if there's enough people to actually have field on Wednesday. So great. So you guys didn't have anything due for week 2. However, you do have 2 assignments due for week 3. And the first one is the mandated reporting assignment. I know that I went over that in the last video, so I haven't gotten any questions. So I'm guessing you guys are doing okay with that. But I did want to focus on the other assignment that is due, which is the field reflection log. And so this is what it looks like. I pulled it up here on my screen. And I want you guys just to be mindful that there is 2 parts, so you want to make sure you complete all the questions in each part. And so the first one says, describe your present caseload, including number of current cases, problems presented, status of cases, treatment modalities, interviews attended during the past 2 weeks. So treatment modalities you're talking about what framework you're working from. So you want to know if it's cognitive behavioral therapy. You want to know if you're working from a trauma-informed care perspective, if you are utilizing psychodynamic theory, those types of different things. Family functional therapy. So those are the typical things that I would be looking for as far as treatment modalities. What are the clinically sound strategies that you are using while working with people at your placement. So the second question says, describe other agency learning activities such as in-service seminars, conferences, staff meetings, study groups, professional committees, collaboration with other professionals, and advocacy concerns. So this is a time where you can really process how your training experience has been, if you've attended some meetings, if you went to some different kind of trainings that focus in on the population that you serve. So I work specifically with youth. So usually when I bring an intern on board, we usually have them to an IEP meeting or case review meetings to talk about the different students and advocacy concerns that we have with the schools or any programs that they may be in. So those are the types of things that I'll be looking for question 2. So question 3 says, describe a case or new learning task educationally challenging to you as a student in the past 2 weeks and discuss what made it challenging. So for me, not too long ago, but in my field placement, I had the luxury of working with the substance abuse population, but it was also an adult population, which was fairly new to me. So it was very uncomfortable for me to be assertive with people who were twice my age or who I kind of looked as someone above me as far as age goes. So I think for me, it was a challenge to set boundaries and really still do everything I need to do and operate in a professional window. So those are the types of things you can talk about and be just as open and honest as you would like. So the next question for number 4, it says, choose one of the primary practice behaviors identified below and provide a detailed reflection of a specific experience for placement that demonstrates that behavior. So let's just say if we took number 2, practice personal reflection and self-correction to assure continual professional development. So this is a great time that you can talk about a time where you reflected, whether it was in supervision or in a group supervision setting, or even with yourself, where you caught yourself thinking of something and processing something that maybe wasn't in the healthiest manner and you had to go back and correct something. So this is will be a good time for you to process those things. So you can certainly use anyone that you want. I just wanted to pick one to give you an example. So part 2, it says describe supervision received since your last reflection. Indicate how many times you met, what the content of the discussions involves, and how you prepare for the supervisory meeting. So you can talk about you meeting maybe once or twice a week. You can talk about you keeping notes as you interact with people and have your sessions. You can also talk about whether you felt that they were helpful or you felt like supervision was a difficult situation within itself, because sometimes it can be. Just because we think differently, but we typically try to operate in the same clinical window. So I would love to hear about that. So I look really forward to hearing your reflections logs. I think they will also be helpful in you sharing anything in here that maybe you haven't shared with your field instructor yet, to be encouraged to do so, as it will support you in growing as well. So you have those 2 assignments due this week on Sunday at 11:59 to me. In addition to that, you also have 2 readings that were assigned this week. So you have the competencies and practice behaviors, which I'm going to pull up so you can take a look at that. So this is what it looks like. And this is what's going to really help you complete your assignment, just to get a feel for the different competencies and practice behaviors. But you also have chapter 3, which is not actually up here. So you have chapter 3, learning to plan. And it's a really great article about, the importance of honing in on the different values and knowledge and information that we have as clinicians, but to also put that together with what we have from our educational background into our own core values and blending them in the field placement. So to create your learning contract. So it's will be an awesome experience to see how those 2 tie in. So your learning contract is not due until week 4, but I did want to bring that up and have you guys take a look at it. Okay. So, sorry guys, I'm going to go to the top. So, your learning contract is, the importance of your learning contract is to really set goals, learning objective goals that you want to accomplish for your field placement, and also maybe that your field instructor feels is helpful in your clinical experience as well. So you will utilize all of the competencies and practice behaviors to create your learning contract. So the important part is that you write down activities and tasks with a due date that really support your educational experience. So, for example, when I currently have an intern from Simon's College who's majoring in social work, and we did his learning contract together, and we sat down and he mapped out everything he wanted to learn, and I also added some other things. So he really wanted to learn about the injustices in the educational school system. And, one of the things I had him do was attend some observations, clinical observations that I conduct on students, to also sit in on IEP meetings, to also attend case reviews. So those are the different types of tasks that you can typically put in the box, and then over here you can give it a due date. So some of the things naturally just had a due date every week, and some things were maybe only one-time event type of thing. So those are the types of things that would typically go into your activity task. So I just wanted you guys to get a feel for that and to kind of look at it and begin to piece it together with your field instructor. That way you can reach out with any questions or concerns. So there was one particular part that I wanted to look over, but I don't see it. So yeah, so it's pretty straightforward. I know it seems pretty lengthy, but do not be discouraged. You guys will do absolutely fine. So please feel free to reach out with any questions or concerns. In the meantime, you have your 2 readings to do this week. You also have your 2 assignments that are due on Sunday, your field reflection log and your mandated report assignment. You also have your field discussion, whether it's the peer-to-peer or your live field discussion with me this Wednesday. You need a total of 5 for the course. So you want to make sure, if you haven't begun to start them already, that you certainly feel free to join us on Wednesday at 7 and that you RSVP by Tuesday at 11:59 via email through Engaged with me. And I look forward to speaking with you guys. I look forward to getting a chance to know you and be an ongoing support. So please feel free to reach out with any questions or concerns. Have a great day. Bye.